In life, there are three certainties: death, taxes, and Call of Duty, a game which combines death and taxes, and through this bizarre blending, Call of Duty has become one of the largest, most powerful, and profitable empires in the world, conquering lesser kingdoms and committing crimes against humanity like any great nation. Persia did it, Rome perfected it, and Call of Duty remastered it, killing Halo, ravaging Medal of Honor, and conquering Battlefield on the battlefield, leaving EA to clean up the scraps, or rather, collect the scraps.
Dad, I don't feel so good. I feel great.
And through this digital war machine, Call of Duty became a juggernaut of the gaming industry, an unstoppable force, fueled by friends, fun, and fucks. Lots of fucks. Fuck! However, the universe craves balance. Yin must have yang, light must have dark, and life must have death. And so to stop this unstoppable force, God created an immovable object, a wall, an impenetrable line of Spartan soldiers wielding historically inaccurate weapons while wearing silly cosmetics. A vanguard, if you will. And it was called Call of Duty Vanguard.
Hey, Doug! You got $60?
Vanguard is the latest installment in the Call of Duty franchise, and it's amazing, as it did the impossible, the unthinkable, the unfathomable. It killed Call of Duty, or perhaps wounded Call of Duty, a gash that even Bobby and the boys are feeling. However, Vanguard's greatness extends even further, because not only did it puncture the impenetrable kingdom of Activision, but it defied the very laws of physics, as it made Call of Duty players, for the first and probably last time, shake hands, cease the bloodshed, and bully Vanguard as one big happy family, because everybody, literally everybody, your mom, your dad, even your dog hates this game. 50,000 people used to live here, and now it's a ghost town. Like if you took 10 different people off the street, put them in Price's party chair, and asked them what the best Call of Duty is, you'd get 10 different responses. Modern Warfare 2?
Ghosts? Black Ops 4. Is that a no?
And this was because each title introduced mechanics, maps, and ideas that endeared certain players and pissed off others. Jetpacks, currency, quickscoping, you name it. Someone hates it. They each contained memorable aspects that a player could point to and say, fuck yeah, or fuck that. It permanently stamped that title into a person's mind, a brand, a staple of their childhood, a painful yet pleasurable memory that they will hold on to forever till death. Nay, beyond death.
God damn it! This game's worse than hell.
Hey, watch your f***ing mouth.
But on the other side of the spectrum, Vanguard is just so forgettable. It's just there, existing. Like, come on, do something. It's a $60 firing range to level up your Warzone weapons, and not the good kind of firing range. But how? How did Vanguard accomplish this amazing feat? Well, that's what we shall explore in this video, strictly from a multiplayer sense. The zombies in the campaign are a can of worms for another day. A day when I'm being eaten by worms, Mother Nature's final tax. But Vanguard's amazing failure is actually a blessing in disguise. It's a wake-up call, a misfire that hit the wrong target. However, a missed shot is better than no shot. But perhaps that's all the copium I've been huffing. Check that, it's definitely the copium, because if we've learned one thing from Activision after these long and expensive years, it's that they have nothing but contempt for this community. Me and you, yes you, and why shouldn't they? Just look at us. Gross, but you know what'll fix that face?
Diet and exercise?
Cosmetics. Really expensive cosmetics.
Oh. That makes sense.
And lucky for you, Vanguard has as many costumes, crossovers, and crimes against humanity as it does weapon attachments. So way too many. These cosmetics immediately separate Vanguard from its historical context. All the grit, weight, and humanity of the Second World War is lost in a second, like an atom bomb being dropped on your wallet. It's an immediate reminder that this isn't a video game, but rather a digital marketplace that happens to have gameplay if you get bored or go broke. It's a bizarre, and if there was any question of that, look no further than the post-match MVPs, which feel as long as an actual match and serve a single slimy purpose: to promote purchasing cosmetics by letting whales show off their cool costumes, crazy characters, and lack of self-confidence or self-control, which despite being vain, is actually all in vain, because despite dumping their life savings into looking hot, every MVP ends up looking pretty much the same.
So worth it.
It's like this weird Frankenstein's monstrosity that devours cash instead of people. You've got Godzilla, Donkey Kong, even Snoop Doggy Dogg, and I love it. This is the first and last time I'll get to go full Compton on the beaches of Normandy, and I'm gonna soak it up by soaking up bullets. But if you don't like rap music or dogs, you have plenty of other operator options. There are as many characters as there are cosmetics, which allow the player to continue to avoid playing by putting on various outfits, trying on different voice lines, and cosplaying what it would be like to not be themselves. A blessing in disguise from putting on a disguise. You can be British, you can be Australian, hell, you can even be a woman. Boobies, because the only limit on your imagination is Activision's imagination. So quite limited.
Little Finette, LSU. Mike Evans, Texas A&M.
Call of Duty 42, Black Ops 8. Call of Duty 43, Infinitely Advanced Warfare 2. Call of Duty 45, Modern Black Warfare? Ah, shit. Line.
The crossovers, cosmetics, and costumes all play to Vanguard's central theme: customization, options, and most importantly, payable options. The weapon bundles, the operators, the attachments. It's all so much, and yet so little. It's like eating a McDonald's hamburger. It's huge and gross, but contains less nutrients than my nutsack. And speaking of sweaty nutsacks, what is the actual gameplay like? The multiplayer, the important stuff? Well, it's a Call of Duty.
Friendly package inbound.
Fuck this shit.
Because Vanguard still contains the core Call of Duty DNA. Perks, parkour, and players, because it wouldn't be Call of Duty without the most essential ingredient: Call of Duty players, the witless wonders who simultaneously make you feel so smart and so dumb, so hard and so soft, so good and so terrible, because their bullets aren't the only thing that sting.
Your mom gave me that floppy toppy. She got all 2 inches.
Can we all just love each other?
Who the fuck is this spice head?
It hurts because it's true.
Kill streaks have returned over score streaks, meaning the man camping in the castle instead of capturing B is going to absolutely dominate the game with his Snoop Doggy Dog kill streak. And castle is a great transition to the next most important aspect of a Call of Duty, the maps. See, maps make or break a game. They should be meticulous, magical, and memorable. Nuketown is nostalgic, Afghan is amazing, and Piccadilly gave me PTSD. But what about the Vanguard maps? Well, like any Call of Duty, there is a wide range of map quality. There are good maps, there are bad maps, and there are evil maps put in to punish the player for complaining. Bocage is fantastic, but Subpens and Das Haus have taken my virtual life so many times that it makes me want to take my actual life. And although I appreciate the continued attempt to tickle my nostalgic nuts with the inclusion of World at War maps like Dome and Castle, they just don't translate well into the modern era. With faster movement, faster kill time, and faster access to Adderall, the experience is less than ideal. Because the average Call of Duty player's skill used to be here, and now it's here, meaning spawns are more abusable because if I had a nickel for every time I got pickled on Dome, I'd have enough money for like a whole weapon bundle, and that's a lot of nickels. And the maps ebb and flow between a strict 3-lane structure in being a literal labyrinth manufactured by Daedalus himself. Some maps are straightforward and others have more hidden corners and hollow hideaways than a haunted house, making maps like Sphere a literal nightmare-inducing network.
Hey, what's up? Oh! What the fuck? I'm on your team. Oh. That's a report.
Destructible environments have been introduced, and although an interesting strategic element in theory, the idea has yet to be properly integrated. Doors drag me to hell in Modern Warfare, and now broken walls broke my spirit because I'm stuck and now I'm fucked. However, the Modern Warfare 2019 engine does feel fantastic in the context of World War II and really shows what could have been. Enemies' limbs will just explode in front of you, bodies will be torn asunder, and characters will catch fire before emitting a horrific howl. It really makes you feel what it was like to storm the beaches of Normandy with the Terminator at your side, and if you ever wanted to shoot Donkey Kong with a double barrel in the dining room on Das Haus, then Vanguard is the video game for you, because despite its goofy cosmetics, Vanguard does stay true to the essence of war. Trauma, shrapnel over there, bombshells over here, and screen shaking everywhere. It reminds me of that scene from Saving Private Ryan with Tom Hanks and Ben Affleck, but with a slight twist. But despite all this greatness, we have yet to discuss Vanguard's Achilles heel, its greatest failure, and thus Call of Duty's greatest success: progression. Specifically, weapon progression. See, in the past, leveling a murder machine was a relatively pain-free process, as a naked FAMAS, M16, or MP5 was nearly as lethal as its fully upgraded counterpart. You name it, I could shoot it, and it didn't take long to unlock the most practical attachments: red dots, silencers, nuke tubes, you know, the essentials. And this all means that the weapon grind was a painless process. You could jump to and fro from different weapons without a care in the world because their base model was always a viable option. The grind was a choice, not a requirement. If you really wanted gold camo, you could grind headshots in hardcore or go into a 1v1 cage match, but you didn't have to. The choice was yours. So obviously, being a human being and loving pain like a moth to flame, you're gonna grind those headshots to get that camo that literally nobody but you will see.
Well, at least there's one headshot I know I can get.
But in Vanguard, it takes so long to level up weapons and so long to acquire useful attachments that you never want to try another weapon. You've dumped 4 weeks into unlocking the playable version of Vanguard, and so you don't want to start from scratch. Raising a kid is hard enough, let alone 40, and in theory, all these weapon attachments should give players tremendous freedom with regards to their custom classes. You can get so creative. A dash of this, a sprinkle of that, make it your own murderous monstrosity, an expression of your inner self. Gross. However, that freedom is just never leveraged because a handful of attachments reign supreme, and everything else belongs in the garbage. You can use the weirdo Wonder Waffle with your maple syrup attachment, but you've essentially just gone into your settings and lowered the fun bar because literally everyone else is using a maxed out bar, and with skill-based matchmaking, using impractical builds just isn't practical. It's like playing basketball with your sandals against Michael Jordan. You can do it, but you're gonna have a bad time. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because as October approaches and the pumpkins appear, a new Call of Duty will emerge on the horizon, thus washing away the pain of the old with the new. Death giving birth to life, and hopefully, Vanguard has taught us one thing. Patience, because trailers are liars and pre-orders are punishment, and so I call to my fellow gamers to exercise patience, restraint, and dare I say, intelligence, and wait for the release before buying. Let the frontline footmen go in to scout the area, soak up the bullets, and die in our credit card's name. A worthy sacrifice. Give them the Medal of Honor for accepting the Call of Duty, their death. Because at the end of the day, we have the power, the players. We have the ability to force change as we control the line. Activision's bottom line. Activision may be a dark lord, but they aren't magical enough to force our wallets to bend over. Only we can do that. And so I proclaim that through the power of friendship and love, we can hold the line, not pre-order this game, and force a finished product at release. I believe in me. I believe in you. Yes, you. That we can do this.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Just take it.